what can one say about Bumrah? You know, he's an equivalent 360-degree batsman, like we say, he's a 360-degree batsman. JASPRIT Bumrah is the 360 degrees bowler in the sense that he's got all the tools in his box. He can bowl the Yorker when needed. He can bowl the bouncer. He can bowl at 145. He can get the new ball to move off the pitch. He's also started bowling the outswinger in England. You saw him bowl the ball that left the right-hander as well. And to just put all these skills in the right direction and control it. He's got one of the best minds in the game. Extremely calm under pressure, street smart. India is just blessed to have a bowler like this, JASPRIT Bumrah. So obviously India will depend a lot on Bumrah. It's unfortunate that he has to bowl just 10 overs. Unlike batsman who can bat 50 overs, he can bowl only 10. Otherwise his impact would have been immense. When I look at Bumrah, I only see the 10 figure mark with Bumrah. So like Virat Kohli, as I compared the two, it's the same with Bumrah as well. 10 out of 10 in my report card for JASPRIT Bumrah. In 50 overs cricket, you don't quite see the best of Bhuvneshwar Kumar because he's a fine bowler. He's got a great attitude. Also somebody who's not gifted. I mean, this is a guy who's just about 5 feet 9 inches tall. So he's worked against all odds to make an impact and make a contribution. But if you see Bhuvneshwar Kumar in test matches, you see his contribution there. T20 cricket, invaluable for any franchise that he plays and for India as well. 50 overs cricket, when he has to bowl 10 overs in just about 3.5 hours, sometimes in the death, his lack of pace and strength sometimes gets the better of him. So India is likely to drop Bhuvneshwar Kumar to get Hardik Pandya in with his batting ability. But if Bhuvneshwar Kumar plays, there's a guarantee that he'll give his best. English conditions, the pitches, I think his pace will be his problem. On skiddy, low bounce pitches, able to make more of an impression. So not ideal conditions. Plus this kind of bowler is somebody the world has seen a lot of. So Bhuvneshwar Kumar, his impact as a death bowler with the new ball, I think new ball he'll make more of an impact. I would say maybe 6 out of 10 for Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Shami, until the last year or a little more than that, was a blow hot, blow cold kind of a bowler, where you would see him just bowl some innocuous spells through the day, where you couldn't see him running in hard. He's such a rhythm bowler that he didn't quite look that he was right there. And then suddenly post-tee, he would bowl a great spell and get you a couple of wickets or 3 wickets in test matches. But that all changed in the last 18 months because since then, you've just seen Mohammad Shami blow hot and never cold. I've never seen him be so consistent with his bowling in test match cricket. Every spell has been brilliant. He's lost a bit of weight. He's looking lean and mean, and his run-up has been the same right through. He's never just ambling it. And what's more, given a choice to the team management, to me as well, choice between Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Shami, you would pick Shami because he's got the ability to get batsmen out while they're defending. And you need a bit of pace on those pitches in England. So Shami is one of your dynamic bowler. He's given the Indian bowling attack another dimension as well. In great form, in a great state of mind as well. He's always been a gifted bowler. So Virat Kohli will rely very heavily on him. He's also become a good death bowler. So Bumrah has got some company with Shami in the death as well. So Shami, 8 out of 10 for me. I guess what Jadeja brings is kind of an illusory value as an all-round. I call that illusory because when the chips are down, these are the kind of players who don't really come up with the goods. Because when you look at Jadeja, do you look at him as a guaranteed 10 overs bowler or somebody who will get you wickets and change the game in the middle? Not quite the Chahal or a KULDEEP Yadav. And Jadeja, the batsman, I think at this stage, if you look at Jadeja, he seems to add more value as a batsman in test match cricket, like he does with his bowling as well. I'm not convinced when he comes into white ball cricket whether he's as assured or confident as a batsman. So he's a bit of this, a bit of that, and that is how he's in the team. Plus his fielding as well. He might get you a crucial run out in a big game, get a David Warner run out and change the course of the match. So that is what he does. And I can't rule out Virat Kohli getting tempted to play him on certain occasions, especially when the ground is really small and the pitch is rough and kind of a ranked turner, not the kind that you get in India, but a turner. Actually, Jadeja might be a better and safer option, because on turners, he's a pretty good bowler who will complete his 10 overs, get you wickets as well. And that's when Kuldeep Yadav might be a risk on smaller ground, because he'll continue to flight the ball, which you don't need to do to get wickets on turners. So if a turner comes along, Jadeja plays, and then you get all his other features as an added bonus. So on a turner, I would say 7 out of 10 for Jadeja, but generally through the tournament, as a player, as a bowler, batsman, the whole package, I would say 6 out of 10 for Jadeja in 50 overs cricket. Didn't have such a great IPL. In fact, Kolkata Knight Riders dropped Kuldeep Yadav on a few occasions this IPL, so he doesn't come with great IPL or T20 form into the World Cup. Now, will that have an effect on Kuldeep Yadav when he plays in the World Cup? I don't think so, because he, like Chahal, also has got a big heart, and the world doesn't play wrist spin too well, especially a wrist spinner who spins the ball a lot. And although his leg spin and googly are very easy to decipher because they're very classically bowled, it's not as deceptive as a Rashid Khan's variation, but still you see batsmen struggle against him. He'll get some bounce in England because of the nature of the pitches. Small ground is something that will not go in his favour, because this is a guy who in his 10th over as well will keep looking for wickets. If there's one bowler in this Indian team who's constantly looking for wickets, it's Kuldeep Yadav. And I think Virat Kohli's reading of Kuldeep Yadav in England is going to be crucial. I have a feeling that sometimes he might be tempted to play somebody like a Jadeja on a small ground, on a flat pitch, because Jadeja is likely to be more economical, contribute with the bat as well. But I hope India take that kind of, not risk, but that kind of a bold move to play Kuldeep Yadav, because if India have been winning 50 overs cricket, a lot of that credit has to go to Kuldeep Yadav, because he's been one of the highest wicket taker. He got an excellent strike rate, and that makes all the difference. He nips the threat in the bud, by getting wickets in the middle. So Kuldeep Yadav has got to be the man, and if he has a good World Cup, India will have a good World Cup. If you remember the mini World Cup in Australia, Lakshman Sivaramakrishnan made such a huge difference by taking wickets in the middle. So same kind of expectation from Kuldeep Yadav. And because I personally have always liked Kuldeep Yadav, his skills and his temperament, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 for Kuldeep Yadav. Now, Yuzvendra Chahal, is an incredible bowler where you can say that he's maybe not as doesn't have as many variations like a Kuldeep Yadav, who's got a big turning, leg spin and a googly, and has guile and teases the batsman in flight and all that. Chahal is fairly limited in that way, but he's got a massive heart, and somebody who just doesn't get deterred by getting hit. Very street smart, knows where to bowl to which batsman, and when the batsmen start feeling pressure in the middle, I'm sure Virat Kohli will keep batsmen up to not allow them to pick ones and twos, and that's when Chahal strikes. Off late, his impact has reduced a little bit, but in this tournament, every day there will be a different opposition for India, and that's why Chahal and Kuldeep are expected, as far as I'm concerned, to make a real impact, because by the time the team works them out, it will be time for a new team to play against them. So taking that view as well on board, I'm going to give Chahal 8 out of 10, but because these are the guys who are going to win the match for India in the field. So Yuzvendra Chahal, 8 out of 10. So this was just my assessment, having watched them, some kind of an intuition as well, some instincts going into rating these players, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of you guys listening to this, watching this, thinking differently. So I'd love to hear, what kind of rating you would have, and what would your report card be of all the players that I just rated on my report card. This is mine. I'd love to see yours as well.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.